see how it's doing that weird. Hey everyone, good afternoon. Cameron Moss here with Miss Terri Awesome.
Hi.
We want to talk ketones with all of you just briefly, just for a couple minutes. I met Terri, I don't know, I guess a little over a month ago.
I think so.
A little longer. And it's funny, we are connected by the sixth sense, as everyone is. But we had a really cool connection, and I love her perspective on, ketosis and what it's done for her life. And, coming from a place where I didn't really know a lot about ketones and ketosis, but had a remarkable experience with exogenous ketones, it's always cool to run across someone who really gets the science, because y'all know it's not my jam, right? So I've become passionate about it, but it's not where I came from. So I love your story and like your passion for all of it. So tell us a little bit about how you stumbled into a keto lifestyle.
So I stumbled into the keto lifestyle about 2015 when my ex-husband now had 9 back surgeries. And we came from a personal training background. We had a personal training company for a while. And when he had his first back surgery, that led into 8 additional back surgeries. So through pain and depression, he had gained a lot of weight. So I just was looking for something that would help him without having to exercise, because he couldn't exercise. So we created this thing I called it a modified Atkins, and it turns out it was putting your body into ketosis. And so I created this menu and went on this journey, and he dropped 30 pounds in 30 days. And that's when I really started paying attention. And I follow several biohackers. I've been a biohacker since I was 16. I was told that I wasn't going to live past the age of 36. Wow. And so I had a very progressive doctor, oddly enough, in our town that did some interesting things. And from there, I was just super interested in the science behind different things and the why behind something happening. I mean, I'll chase the why until I figure out the answer. Okay. So I just really created this opportunity for weight loss and that kind of thing, and stayed on it because I felt great. I mean, I would be like, I feel like crap today. It just, like, I don't have, I don't burp, I don't belch, I don't stink. I don't even wear deodorant or antiperspirant at all, and I haven't for about a year and a half. And that is just a byproduct of having ketones present in your body, and you just don't sweat out crap because you're not putting crap in. You can decide what you're going to eat during that day. I don't have highs and lows. I don't spike and unspike. I just plan. That's the key. You need to plan. And if you don't plan, if you can't plan, something happened, you ran out of the house that day, just say, you know what, I think I'm going to be a little hungry today. Right. Because you get to choose. And I had to do that. I had to drive by every single fast food restaurant to wait to get home to have something that was good. Otherwise, that's fine. I just knew that I was going to feel like crap.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with a ketogenic diet and what Terri's talking about, it's a very strict plan that you follow. It's mostly fats, very, very restrictive with the amount of carbs, like under 20 grams of carbs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No flexibility. So as she mentioned, when you're out and about going through the day to day, it's not exactly the easiest thing to follow. Mm-hmm. I will say the ketogenic way of eating is enjoyable. Mm-hmm. It's indulgent.
It isn't hard.
It's not hard. It's just I think a convenience factor more than anything.
And if you go to anything like no pasta, like you just have to say no a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, I stopped going out to eat with people. We would just meet. We'd go walk around the lake, or we'd just go somewhere and hang out, or something like that. I was able to make it not about food anymore. And you say something about a ketogenic lifestyle or this, and people just roll their eyes. And so I was looking for a platform to help people understand these types of things. And so that's where Cameron came in.
Yeah.
Like it.
So yeah, and so, for someone who's been living ketogenically, I know when you heard about the product, you were like a lot of people, which I'm glad this led to this, because a lot of the conversation that I have with people, and the same reaction you had was, oh, I don't need that. I'm keto already. I've got this.
Like, I do this.
Yeah.
I'm the size I want to be. I feel great. I got this.
Yeah. And we met a gentleman here. We did a little workshop last week, and he came Elon, and he's like, oh, I've had a pack of this stuff for like
2 years.
2 years, and I haven't. He said he was holding it for like a special, like when he cheated on his keto diet. So it's this whole perception about, you know, what do I do with these things? Like this pack of stuff that I don't even have in hand, but we have got some here.
There you go.
Like, where does this fit in, right? That's the big question. Right. So you met Elizabeth, who was like trying to cram this stuff down your throat, and you're like, you're crazy, I've got this, I'm good. And then I met her and like recrammed it down.
Right. Like she gave me, I don't know how many packets. She said, you have to promise to take these every day for me.
Yeah.
And since I'm better at keeping my word to someone else than I am with me, I was like, okay, I'll do it. And what it actually did for me was laser focus. So I already feel good, all of those good things, but it laser focused me. I sat down, I wrote out my 1 year, 3 year, 5 year on I own a cleaning company. And I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And I mean, I had all these, my big visions and all of that, but I actually sat down and wrote it. And that was something I was like, okay, wait a second, because that's not something that I ever take time to do. So that's where it was a laser focus that I've been looking for, is what this product gave me.
Yeah. And you know, we were just talking to someone who does keto as well, and she's like, well, you know, what will this do for me if I'm already keto? Like, what is the benefit of more ketones? And that, like what you just shared, that's the benefit, is that, yeah, even though you're surviving, you're eating keto and you feel good, you
I gotta go.
Gotta go. Bye.
No. So Susie, my sister, I know
she's on her way.
I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is like you said, like you were keto, you were in a good place, probably a lot better of a place than a lot of people, but you drank the ketones and it's like your windshield wipers just went on. Like I tell people, it's like your brain is on a dimmer switch and it just turned up to a 10.
So, and to the point that I follow a lot of biohackers, and I love Dave Osprey and Bulletproof Coffee and Bulletproof Radio, and I listened to an old interview, not too old, but a couple of weeks old, about how important ketones are in your diet for inflammation, and especially if you have a traumatic brain injury or something like that, where whenever they're present in your body, the inflammation has to go away. So it's really good for those types of things.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you've been drinking ketones for, I don't remember what the date was. When was that? I guess probably about a month, right?
Maybe,
well, you had some, and then there was a little lapse, and then you got more. So good.
Yeah, 7 days I've been straight on them.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome, good. So we're here in the Lake Wales area. Terri is here locally in Lake Wales doing some really, really, really incredible things in the community. And I'm excited to align with your passion, which is to bring health and wellness here to this community.
Absolutely.
And then to branch that out into all areas. So if you're watching this, and you're curious to know more about it, let me tell you this. We lead with education. So the magic in this drink is backed by science, a ton of it. And there's nothing I love more than sending someone that information and letting them see that, because then it takes it from, oh, it's just another drink, it's just another product, to like, wait a minute, like this is real science.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Yes.
And it's no, like, you don't have to figure out when you're supposed to eat a piece of chicken.
Yes.
Or when you're not supposed to eat a piece of chicken.
Takes the guesswork out, right?
Right, because we are all over proteined at this point, because it's, so people think ketogenic just like I did, protein, protein, protein. So we went and we got bacon and we got chicken and we got steak and we got cheese and we got all these things, and it worked. But maybe we weren't being as healthy as we could be. So we lost the weight, and then it gave us time to recharge and figure it out. And I kept on the ketogenic path. So
awesome.
I like that.
Good. Well, thanks for taking a few minutes and chatting. I know you gotta get on the road. But thank you guys for joining in. Reach out with any questions you have. We're happy to help. And keep an eye out for our next pop-up here in Lake Wales. They'll be happening a lot. And really, wherever you're at in your area, we'll come and bring the ketones. Oops.
I know. I know. I'm covered in ketones. I'm inside and out.
All right. See y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.